All right, guys. Thank you for joining me again. Thank you for those that have been watching our videos, that have been liking, have been sharing our videos. We appreciate you, and I want to assure you that the more you like, the more you share, the more we are obviously encouraged to produce more of this good content for you. So, if you are individual that you want to learn how to trade, you want to add something to your source of income that eventually could even be your primary at the end of the day, you want to actually sign up on this channel. Now, if you are so keen to learn the art of trading, if you are so keen to be a profitable forex trader, this is the right place to be. Don't jump the gun. You cannot jump the gun. Forex is not that kind of business whereby you think that you can just go and jump. You want to start learning how to draw the charts without learning the basics. And that is the essence of this channel. We're going to be training you from the beginner to pro forex trading. I will be on this series, and this series is going to complete it. I'm going to teach you how I did it from forex to obviously a professional property investor with multi-million properties in my portfolio. And I'm going to teach you the same skill, the same approach that I know. I know for many years now, a lot of you have been requesting for obviously the secrets, be requesting for updates like this, and now you have the channel. For those of you joining us for the first time, my name is Michael Martins FX. I live in United Kingdom, married, happily married, wonderful kid, and blessed by the grace of God. In this channel, we want to teach you about forex, family finances, and other stuff that you need to learn in order to have a balanced life as individuals. So we've done a couple of topics so far, and today we're going to be discussing an interesting topic. This session is a big one. We're going to have about 3 slides or so in this session. So I'm going to basically crack on. So if you have not subscribed, please kindly go to our channel on YouTube, Instagram, Michael Martins FX. You want to like our video, you want to share with your friends that want to learn how to trade from the basic. When you know the purpose of the thing you are doing, then abuse, obviously, you'll be able to avoid being abused. If you want to be profitable in this season and you have a goal for yourself in the years ahead to be financially, obviously, free, you want to join this channel. Okay, I'm going to teach you everything I know that's helped me over the years to be able to build up multiple properties in my portfolio. Okay, no renting, all obviously purchased. Now, right, let's crack on. What is the topic for today? Now, like I usually will tell you, make sure you grab your pen, guys. Grab a paper, because the topics we're going to be discussing today is very critical. Today's topic, guys, is very critical to everything in forex. Because what is the topic? The topic is understanding of forex market sessions. Guys, I'm so excited that you have joined me thus far in this session, in this series. I'm so super excited about it. Now, this topic is a make or break for you. This is why I usually will say, don't jump the gun. Learn from the basic. Even sometimes us as professionals, we go back to the basic to understand some things, because sometimes when you are up there and then you tend to obviously to focus and forget some fundamentals, we go back again to understand some things. So this is one of those topics that we usually go back to refresh our knowledge about. Understanding market sessions. It will help you, either you have businesses, either you are 9 to 5, either you run whatever you run around. Even family, sometimes I go for school runs, then I'll be able to say, okay, for so time I want to place this trade. So which means I need to quickly go and come back. You see, so market session understanding, you will know whether you are trading in London, Tokyo, New York session and the likes. So this is what we are discussing today. It's a topic I am so super excited. So well done to yourself if you have been joining us on this series, A to Z Forex Pro. Well done. You have come thus far, and I promise you will not regret it, because the topic we are discussing today is very critical. So let's quickly dive into it. It's a big topic, but I'm going to obviously try my very best to make sure that I cover as much as I can within the short time, so that you are not bored. Right. Yes, our recording is in progress. Now share. So let me share my screen to you now. Let's share our slide. Where is our slide? We have our slide. Slide obviously more legible for you. Yes, here we go, guys. Different market sessions, different Forex market sessions. Guys, I am super excited. If you are not as excited as I am, but I know that at some point in the future, you will understand the reason and essence of this. This is what made it possible for me to be able to obviously know when to trade and know when to do my other businesses. As a professional, as an entrepreneur, as a family, the understanding of market session helps me. Now, guys, in Forex market, we have 4 major market sessions. 4 major market sessions. Remember what we taught in our last sessions, why you should trade. We said it's very flexible. One of the reasons why you should trade in this time and season is because it is very flexible. Now, it is flexible on the one point. The market operates 24 hours, 7 days a week. Obviously, we have the crypto that obviously spill into the weekend. But we are talking about Forex itself now. But don't get it twisted. The strategies that we are going to be teaching you here is the same strategies I use as well across the cryptos. Okay? So now, market operates 24 hours, 7 days a week, guys. And we have 4 market sessions, okay? We have this information. I'm just going to be summarizing as much as I can from the slides, okay? I'm just going to be summarizing from the slides as much as I can. So we can see market operates 24 hours a day, right? 24 hours. Let me grab my pen. So that I can be able to do some things here. Operates 24 hours a day, right? So let me make sure I have, guys, the screen is in order. Right, good. This is what I wanted to see. I'm sure you can have a legible screen now. So market operates 24 hours a day, right? So let me clean the one I just wrote now. Where is my eraser? Where's my eraser now? Where is our eraser? Yes, so we have now market operates 24 hours a day. Okay, 24 hours a day, and we have 4 major trading market sessions. Guys, we have the Sydney. Take note, guys, the Tokyo, the London, and the New York session. Please take note of this important information because it's going to help you to understand how you should schedule your trading. You cannot trade 24 hours a day, guys. You can't. No profitable, successful forex trader does that. You just need to know your time and trade within those times, which means that after then you can have your life. You can go your 9 to 5 or within, even when you're at work. If you are doing London, you can do maybe during your work time, which is your lunch. Instead of you going for your lunch, you are at one place, obviously analyzing the market. Before the end of your lunch, you've already basically map out your positions, right? Sometimes before you go to work in the morning, you've already mapped out your position. If you are the one, obviously, who sleeps late, before sometimes, guys, I do trade at night, sometimes 1 a.m. If I see a position, I take it, right? By the time I wake up in the morning, it goes my way, or if it's a loss, it's a loss. But again, remember, what makes it profitable is not because you don't take a loss. It's because you're able to maximize your loss over your winnings over your losses. Every business has pros and cons. Even the so-called properties that we talked about, we do have people losing millions into it. Okay? So, but when you know the heart of it, the skills and maximize your losses over your winnings. Okay? Your winnings over your losses. Pardon me. So now that is that. So we have the London, the Sydney, the Tokyo, the London, and the New York market sessions. I'm going to take you to trading terminals so that I can be able to understand. But before I take you to our trading terminals, guys, I will go through these slides. Then you will understand when I take you to trading terminals. Now, what are we talking about? For these 4 market sessions, let's take them one after the other, guys. Okay? Now we have the Sydney sessions. Number 1, the Sydney session, guys. look at this chart in front. Okay, it just provides you with a summary of what we're talking about. Okay, the Sydney session opens 10 p.m. UTC or GMT. Now, I live in United Kingdom, guys. Okay, so on the winter we are in GMT. So once we enter the summer, then we're going to be in the BST, British Standard Time, or the GMT plus 1. Okay, so GMT, UTC, this tends to be the same anyways. But then for more accuracy, UTC becomes a universal time that's being used. So if you don't know, UTC basically stands for Coordinated Universal Time. Now, this is not the session to start teaching the meaning of that, but it's just on the side, okay? The UTC stands for Coordinated Universal Time. You know, all your APIs, your mobile phones and all that operate automatically, they use the UTC. If you have a developer that's developing a website or whatever for you, they use the UTC because that is the Universal Coordinated Time. Now, the spelling, the abbreviation is quite disarranged. It's not as arranged as the spelling. Yeah, but then this is what it means. So that C there stands for coordinated. They use them universal T time, okay? But that is the meaning. But the abbreviation is kind of not as arranged as the way the meaning of the acronym. But just take note of that. So your mobile phones, your APIs, your digital calls and all that, they use that UTC because it's more universal for automatic, obviously, functionality and the more accuracy across the world. Okay. But obviously, they will not have the different jurisdictions, countries. They will not use their own GMT plus 1, plus 2, and the likes. Okay. So in the UK, during the summer, don't forget we use GMT, BST or GMT plus 1, and winter we use GMT basically because we are daylight savings at that point. Now, Sydney sessions opens 10 p.m. and it closes what 7 a.m. So from 10 p.m. at night and it closes 7 p.m. That's about 7 to 8 hours, isn't it? Yes. So imagine if you are someone who works in the day, very busy, it means that within that time, you can look for opportunities to take. You see why you should take. This is why you need to learn this. You cannot look for opportunity within that time and see if you're going to be taking the Sydney session. So you hear people say, oh, I'm going to be trading. You hear Forex traders say, oh, I'm going to be trading Sydney sessions today. Yeah, that is what they are saying. Now, the next one is now the Tokyo session. Remember, we are talking about different market sessions in the Forex market. We said Forex opens 24 hours a day. So within that 24 hours, we have different market sessions. And those market sessions is what we are now talking about, which will allow you to be able to determine what time am I going to have a couple of friends that work at night. When you're at night, sometimes if you have time, right, you can just carry your tab, your computer, and see opportunities that you can get in. So if you know that Sydney session opens 10 p.m. and closes 7 a.m., then you take opportunities within that time if you wish. Someone like me, I don't like opportunities mostly within that time, but if I see it, I take it. Now, Tokyo sessions opens 12 a.m. 12 a.m. midnight, guys, and it closes 9 a.m. How many hours? About 7 to 8 hours different, right? UTC. So you need to look at that time and say, okay, if someone who is going to be awake for me, I sleep very late. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., sometimes 3 a.m., I'm still awake. Okay, some of these contents you guys are benefiting, they are product of my midnight work. So that is why you want to take these things seriously. Remember what they say, people don't play for what they pay for. This is a course that will cost you thousands of pounds that you go out there to learn, but you are obviously having it just like that. So now 12 a.m. to 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. So look for opportunities within that time. Before you go to work in the morning, you already finish your trading. Now that is Tokyo session. So let's look at another session. So we talked about Sydney, we talked about Tokyo session. So let's talk about the next session on our slide. Okay, what is the next one? So we have the London session. The London session. So let me just clean our slide. It looks a bit Yeah. So we have the London session, then we have the New York session. Okay. Now, this is very key. Importantly, you need to take note of these two sessions because these apparently are the busiest sessions. Okay. And then obviously in between we have the Tokyo sessions. Now let us look at the London session time. London session opens 8 a.m. GMT to 5 p.m. GMT. That's about 7 to 8 hours, normal working times, isn't it? So you hear people talking about London session, breakout, and all that. Yeah, FTSE 100, which is UK index, UK 100. Okay. Now look at the notes we have underneath. The London session. Okay, look at this note. This is one of the most significant trading period as it overlaps with both Tokyo and New York sessions. Okay, I'll tell you what I mean by overlap. The London session accounts for a substantial portion of a daily trading volume, making it due for trading major currency pair like Euro USD, GBP USD, and many more GBP pairs and USD pairs, right? Now, so he said this is one of the most significant trading period between that 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Why? I will tell you that very soon. Now, let's look at Tokyo session. Remember, London opens what? 8 a.m. and closes 5 p.m. The overlapping comes in when the other sessions, such as the Tokyo sessions that open 12 a.m. and 9 a.m. opens. Remember, Tokyo opens 12 a.m. This is Tokyo, right? It opens 12 a.m. and closes 9 a.m. Then London opens 8 a.m. So that time that Tokyo will be closing, before it closes, like an hour before it closes, London already opens. Now, this is the juicy part of it, which makes it one of the most important sessions. That period, when shortly after the Tokyo closes, then you see the New York will now open at 1 p.m. And we know the New York market overlapping with the London market makes it one of the most volatile, if not is the most volatile market sessions in Forex trading. You see, London opens 8 a.m. and then New York opens 1 p.m. So that time is called overlapping session. That time, a lot of traders trade within that period. In fact, almost more than 90% of traders, they trade within that period. London, that's full-time traders, they trade between London and New York session overlap. So that is why when you look at the diagram, this diagram here, you can see the overlapping. Yeah, look at London and New York. You can see this between is what is called overlapping. Around 12 and 1. Yeah, you can see around this time is what is called overlapping. And you remember, the London session closes 1700, which is 5 p.m., right? So which is around here. London will close around here. You see that period, most especially around this period when it opens, is one of the most volatile sessions in the market. Yeah, that is what is called the overlapping. That's what it says there. As it overlaps with both Tokyo and New York sessions. You know, Tokyo will close at 9 and then New York will now open. So that period is a very busy period. So you see a lot of traders, a lot of market movers. They are just resuming from the New York. You know, New York now 5 hours ahead, right? They just resuming. And we, UK, we've already been into the market. And then once they resume like this overlap, then you see the market is either going to go up or go down. So there are a lot of activities, busy and all that. Okay, so take note of that. If you want to be successful in Forex trading, you cannot do without these sessions. Let's be honest with ourselves. That session is one of the most volatile sections because you see the spread obviously can be more reasonable. even with the volatility in that times. Unlike when you have the obviously the Tokyo sessions and the likes, right? Notes. Let's read the note that we have here. So it closes 1 to 10 p.m. guys. So note, the New York section is highly active due to the release of key US economy data. It overlaps with the London session, creating this thing is covering them. Creating a peak trading period with high liquidity and volatility. That's what I said to you. So as a profitable Forex trader, you want to learn this session trading. There are some traders that just trade only during the sessions. I will show you something now. Now, let's go to our trading terminal so you will understand what we are talking about. Remember, we said the New York session opens what? 1 p.m. and it closes what? 10 p.m. That's the New York session. Opens 1 p.m. and closes 10 p.m. We said London session open what? 8 a.m. and closes what? 5 p.m. Right? Then if you go back, let's go back. Tokyo session, we said Tokyo. Open what time? Opens what time? 12 a.m. and closes what? 9 a.m. Now, the first one, we said the Sydney session. The Sydney session opens what? When? 10 p.m. and closes what? 7 a.m. And then we said the Tokyo session. Okay, yeah. So that is the Tokyo session. We already have that. So Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York. Right. So we have the Tokyo open 12 a.m. and closes 9 a.m. Yeah, so Sydney, Tokyo. So you have the London and the New York session. Okay. Now let me take you to the trading terminal, guys. Okay. So I will show you how we'll be able to map out this time. How you'll be able to see, because some of you might be wondering, how do I know what time is Tokyo on the chart? How do I know what time is New York? How do I know? The first thing you want to know is the time which these markets they open and they close, and then you can be able to time it yourself. So let's go to our trading session. Okay, we're going to quickly, because I don't want this session to be too long. Let's go and share our trading session. Yeah. This is a trading terminal. This is where we do all our trading analysis and take the trade. Okay, don't worry, guys. As we progress in this course, we're going to be teaching you how to be able to take a trade. By the end of this course, you'll be able to know how to be able to take a trade yourself, analyze the market, and take trade like professional. Okay. Now, let me put in the market session indicator so that you can be able to see what it says. So, market session. All right. So, we have this market session. All right. We have it on board here. Now, guys, look at. Can you see? We have the Tokyo, London, New York here. Right? Tokyo, London, New York. These are the common ones, right? Now let's look at it. I think I did not include the other one, and that's why you did not see the Sydney. Let me see if let me see what I can do with this one. Let me do the settings again. Okay, yeah, I did not put on the toggle here. Yes, I'll put it on now so that I can come up on it now. Now, look at it, guys. So you can see the overlapping. You see this place? You can see the overlapping between London and New York. Look at this place. This particular place is what is called overlapping. You can see London started from here, right? Usually, those of us that trade London, guys, we don't wake up by 8 o'clock. If you are going to be trading London, you're not going to be waking up at 8 o'clock. Usually we trade around, we wake up around 6:30, 6:30, so that I can prep the market, right? So remember, the Tokyo session is just opening. Remember, the Tokyo session is the one that closes 9 a.m., right? So Tokyo session is about to close. So we have to come into the market, analyze the market, and be waiting for market to act. Then we react based on what the market gives us. Okay, market acts, then we traders will react. Okay, based on the market and based on our analysis as well. Now, so now this is London session. You can see the London session is here. It started from here, and then you have one sec, guys. So, and then one sec. Now, London session starts from here because we are using UTC. You can see from here around 7-ish. Yeah. If you look at the timestamp at the bottom, guys, Friday 26, 7:15, and then it goes all the way. Then New York opened 12:45 to 1, thereabout here. The New York starts here. So this in between is what is called overlapping. Okay, in between there is what is called market overlapping. You can see the Sydney session. You can see the Tokyo. You can see both of them overlapping here. You can see Tokyo in between the London here. Look at Tokyo in between the London. Remember, Tokyo closes 9 a.m., right? It opens 12 a.m., closes 9 a.m., right? While London starts from 8 and then it closes 5 p.m. So the New York starts from 1 and it goes all the way to 10. So in between is what is called overlapping. So you can see Sydney, you can see Tokyo and Sydney, you can see London. This is another day. So if I go, this is a different day, guys. This bit from here is a different day. It's one day, 24 hours. That's why you see Sydney, Tokyo, London, and New York in one place. If you go back, you see all of them again. If you go to a day in time as well. Hope that makes sense, guys. I don't want to rush you. I don't want to bog you with too much information. But when the time comes as you progress, you will learn all these things. It's very easy, guys. Okay, that's why I want to stick on this channel. So let me take you back to our slide, which is more important at this point. Okay, let's go back to our chart. So now we go back to our chart. Yeah, so now our chart, we talked about London session, we talked about New York session, and I will talk about the different times that these sessions they open. Okay, talk about the different time which they open. So let's check. Then our next slide, we talk about different, obviously, importance of session overlaps. Now we've been talking about that since, anyways. So this page is just to obviously give us another insight, explanatory to the importance of session overlap. Now let's read what we have on our slide. I'm taking the time to write everything out anyways to make life easy for us, and then we can go through together. Importance of session overlaps, guys. The overlap between these sessions, particularly between the London and New York session, represent the busiest times. Look at this word, busiest times in the Forex market. That's what I was saying to you. If you want to actually be more profitable, you want to trade within those sessions. A lot of people trade morning sessions, which is just the London sessions, and then New York, and that's it for them for the day. But like I said to you, depending on your schedule, the New York is there, the Tokyo is there, the Sydney session is there. These sessions are there for you to be able to walk around those times. So you are not restricted to one. So during this period, let's go ahead. Traders can expect increased volatility and liquidity, which can lead to more trading opportunities. You see now, there are a lot of trading opportunities within that time. Conclusion: understanding the different trading sessions in Forex is crucial for developing effective trading strategies. Yes, each session has its own characteristics. You see now, and knowing when to trade can significantly impact a trader's success. by focusing on the session that align with their trading style and preferred currency pairs. We're going to be talking about currency pairs, guys. So you have a full packed course here. Okay, some of you are wondering what is he talking about currency pairs. We're going to be detailing all that, demystifying forex for you on this channel. So just stick around. We're going to provide with the relevant content. Traders can optimize their trading performance. Okay, once you know the market session you want to trade, you know what currency pairs you want to trade, right? And that is what we are talking about, because different market pairs, market sessions go with some different currency pairs and more. Obviously, when we are talking about London and New York, we're talking about GBP pairs, Euro USD and the likes. Okay, so that is that, guys. So market sessions understanding helps you to be able to maximize and have an edge in the market. I hope this content helps you. I hope this is a good content for you. We have more to come. The subsequent questions sessions, we're going to be talking about what is currency and what are currency pairs. Imagine that topic. You don't want to miss it, guys. All right, thank you very much for your time. If you have not subscribed to our channel, remember Michael Martins FX on YouTube and Instagram. Subscribe, like our videos, and share our videos. We're going to be providing with insane content that will help you to take your trading journey to more profitable. And then you can now expand your property portfolio with the fund that we get. I always talk about properties, because that is what is real, more real. Thank you for your time, guys. And bye for now. Okay, subscribe, share, and I will see you on our next slide, guys. Yeah, bye.